today?
Yo 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 yo.
Jess is out today. What's up, Loren?
Hey, good morning.
Turn the mic up a little bit. Charlamagne's running a little late, and it's Tuesday.
Is that better, Anthony? You can hear me better?
Nah, a little more volume.
That's all I got over
There you go.
here.
You're good there. Right there. It's perfect. What's up, Loren? Where you at?
I'm at Delaware State.
Y'all got a radio station?
Stop playing with us.
I'm just joking.
Yes, we have a radio station. It's
All
DES radio station. I'm broadcasting live from Delaware State University this morning because I'm speaking at convocation.
Now, what is convocation for people that didn't go to college or didn't go to a HBCU? Break that down.
Well, convocation is like the official welcoming ceremony for the student body. So it sets the tone for the school year. It welcomes the new students and the new student body. And it's kind of like that, like motivation to like go into the year and conquer. So they have people come and speak to the students. And this year I was asked.
That's that Delaware State radio station. Went right out.
I'm back. Don't.
Okay, I'm sorry. All right. Okay.
I heard you the whole time.
It would never at Hampton, but go ahead. No, I'm just joking.
Oh my God.
So you said you're going to be speaking to the students today. What's one thing that you're going to tell the students out there, for any students that this is their first year? What's one thing you're going to tell them?
I'm going to talk about vision and why vision is important now, their first day on campus up until the point that they leave, and how that worked out for me. Just to motivate them to have some fun, but don't forget why they're here.
Okay. I also tell them to step outside the box. That's one thing I wish I did when I went to college. I wish I would have took classes or courses that was outside of my major, outside of my comfort zone. Maybe take a class in politics. Maybe take a class in psychology. Maybe take a class in, I don't know, whatever it may be, just to step outside the box. Because, once you're in college, it's paid for that semester. So you might as well take as many classes as you possibly can and learn as much. Because once you're out, you're going to go back like, damn, I wish I would have took that politics class. I wish I would have took that whatever class, or whatever it is. I always tell people, step outside the box. Take a class that you might not be interested in, but I'm sure it could open up so much for you,
Yeah, that's true. Also, too, because you never know what you need. Like, when I first came to Del State, I was a criminal justice. I was trying to do political science and law. My mom was like, you need to know the law. And I was like, no, I don't. I work in entertainment. And how many court cases we be talking about?
You're right. I wish I would have took law classes as well, just to understand, easier to break down. Of course, we have to study it and read over and over and over, but I wish I would have definitely took some law classes as well.
Well, I'm glad you got out. Being a DJ as a major and not ever really going to class because, the way that Hampton just pushes y'all through.
Mine was business management and marketing. Excuse me, there was no DJ as a major. Yes. Del State's
a little different. We actually go to class. We have a good time, but we actually go to class here. So, I'm going to make sure I let the students know that DJ Envy, who went to school for bowling, told them to step outside the box.
At least we have a bowling team. I'm sure you guys don't. But let's get the show cracking. We have front page news with Mimi. She'll be joining us. She'll be breaking everything down. Charlamagne will be here in a second. So don't go anywhere. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Well, let's get in some front page news. Start off with sports and Monday Night Football. The Vikings beat the Bears 27-24. What's up, Mimi?
Good morning, y'all. So a lot to unpack this morning. Some new Jeffrey Epstein breaking news. We start in Washington, where lawmakers have released a 238-page birthday book once gifted to Jeffrey Epstein for his 50th birthday back in 2003. And inside is a note allegedly written and signed by President Donald Trump. Now, the book, put together by Ghislaine Maxwell, contains other handwritten notes, sketches, and messages from Epstein's high-profile circle of friends and associates. Trump's page, formatted like a conversation between him and Epstein, references two men having a conversation, and it ends with the line, "A pal is a wonderful thing. Happy birthday, and may every day be another wonderful secret." Now, this isn't the first time we've heard about this note. The Wall Street Journal, they first reported on this back in July. And at the time, Trump, he called it a fake and filed a $10 billion defamation lawsuit against the paper. But this is the first time the image has been publicly released as part of Epstein's estate documents handed over to the House Oversight Committee. Now, the White House, they are pushing back. Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt, she wrote a statement on social media saying President Trump did not draw the picture and he did not sign it. Now, when the Wall Street Journal, when they first broke this story, reporters caught up with the president as he was boarding Air Force One and pressed him for a response. Let's listen to that exchange.
You maintain you did not write a letter for Jeffrey Epstein's birthday? I don't even know what they're talking about. Now, somebody could have written a letter and used my name, but that's happened a lot.
So he's saying it wasn't him. He's saying it's somebody else that drew that letter and wrote that letter to him.
Exactly. Have you seen that letter, MB?
Yes.
The drawing?
Yes, I have.
I saw it too.
You saw it too. So it's just that outline of a nude woman's body with the secret. And so lawmakers are asking, what is this secret that they're talking about? And so yesterday, House Speaker Mike Johnson, he said he's now walking back his comments, saying that Trump acted as an FBI informant during the Epstein investigation. And he's clarifying that. Let's listen to what he had to say.
What I was referring to in that long conversation was what the victim's attorney said. More than a decade ago, President Trump kicked Epstein out of Mar-a-Lago, and he was one of the only prominent people, as everyone has reported, not President Trump, but everybody about him, that he was willing to help law enforcement go after this guy who was a disgusting child abuser, sex trafficker, all the allegations. That's what they heard. So the president was helpful in that. I don't know if I use the right terminology, but that's common knowledge, and everybody knows that. So this is much ado about nothing.
So it just seems as more documents and more things keep coming out, Republicans are having to walk back their comments. They're having to deny what we can see with our own eyes. And so we'll continue to see what's happening. A bipartisan group of House Democrats, they're still pushing for the release of additional Epstein files. Meanwhile, Trump is reportedly still dismissing all of this and calling it a Democratic hoax.
They should never stop talking about it. I keep saying it over and over. Treat it the way, Republicans be treating transgenders in sports. Right. I don't believe that painting, though. I'm going to be honest with you, that drawing.
You don't believe it?
You don't think it's a real letter?
I think that somebody down with Trump planted that.
Or to make it seem so crazy.
Make it seem
like this ain't mine.
Exactly, because once you debunk that and prove that it's fake, then maybe people will start looking at everything else like it's fake. It just seems too damn silly to be real. I'm not saying that it's not a silly administration. It just seems too silly to be real. I thought that months ago. I said that months ago when that letter first came up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, and while the White House continues facing fallout from the Epstein revelations, the Trump administration just scored a major legal victory at the Supreme Court, one that could have sweeping implications for immigration enforcement here in California. On Monday, the court lifted a lower judge's limits on immigration stops in the Los Angeles area, allowing federal agents to once again stop and question people based on factors like speaking Spanish, the type of work they do, or even being present in locations where undocumented migrants are believed to gather. The administration had asked for an emergency intervention, calling the restrictions a straitjacket on its enforcement efforts in Southern California. Now, the order was split 6-3, with the court's conservatives siding with the Trump administration. Justice Brett Kavanaugh wrote separately, suggesting the plaintiffs likely have no legal right to sue and predicting the administration will likely prevail in the broader case. But in a sharp dissent, Justice Sonia Sotomayor, she warned the ruling opens a door to racial profiling. She wrote, "We should not have to live in a country where the government can seize anyone who looks Latino, speaks Spanish, and appears to work a low-wage job." She was joined by Justices Elena Kagan and Ketanji Brown Jackson. The ruling, it tosses out a July decision from a Biden-appointed judge who put limits on immigration stops in Southern California, and that judge said agents can't rely on race, the type of work that you do, or physical location. But this new ruling now will apply to Central District of California, and that's an area where nearly 20 million people live.
So what's new other than they made it legal? Like, they've always racially profiled people. They just can't get in trouble for it now. Mm-hmm. They're just saying it out loud and putting it on the books that, we're not going to be punishing nobody if they do get caught doing it. But this has always been happening.
Absolutely. But civil rights groups, they filed lawsuits and things like that after it was happening here in California, after ICE was here in California, and they had that downtown raid and all the things that they were doing. And so this is just this is just what happened from that lawsuit, Charlamagne.
All right. Well, thank you, Mimi. Mm-hmm. We'll see you next hour. Everybody else, get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, call us up right now. Again, phone lines 800-585-1051. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. This is your time to get it off your chest, whether you're mad or blessed.
I hate the way that you walk, the way that you talk. I hate the way that you dress. Everything with me is blessed.
Call up now. 800-585-1051.
Not just me. I'm what the culture feeling.
Hello, who's this?
This is BU. Good morning, Breakfast Club.
BU, what's up? Get it off your chest, brother.
Hey, yo, two things. First thing is that I just want to pardon up. Good morning, Charlamagne.
Peace,
good
King.
morning, Envy. Good morning, Jess, if you're there. Good morning, LL Cool Babe.
Good morning.
All right. I just want to say that, I just want to put out there that, the administration that we have running America, they need to be aware that everything around Donald Trump goes down. I guess they haven't learned nothing with the Schumer case, but for the most part, he's the only one that has immunity. So all his counterparts that's rolling with him, hold it down when it changes. Now, I just also want to say, I want to give a shout out to my beautiful wife, Shauna Sanders, my son, TJ, Tyler, Taraya, JoJo. I love you guys. Have a blessed day. And Charlamagne.
Yes, sir.
I'm trying to stay on top of my mental health out here, my brother, and I'm just calling. I got it through a few times. I never asked you. Is it possible I can get one of your great books?
Absolutely, you can get a book, man. That's easy. That's an easy call. Where you live at?
I live in Long Island.
Well, you should come
County.
Well, you should come to my 5th annual Mental Wealth Expo. It's happening Saturday, October 11th in Newark, New Jersey at the Joel and Diane Bloom Wellness and Event Center. It's a day of mental health education and healing. It's a free event from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. We got some of the best mental health professionals in the country, from Debbie Brown to Jason Wilson to Dr. Alfie Breland Noble, Dr. Jay Barnett. They're all going to be there, man. And it's a free event, so you should pull up.
Yo, I'm pulling up, Charlamagne. I'm coming to see you. Remember me, man. Be you. Envy, love
Absolutely.
you. I always been following you. LL Cool Babe, you stay big doing what you do. Jess, how you doing?
Hi, BU. Have a good one, brother. Hold on.
And listen, you can go to mentalwealthexpo.com to register to attend. You don't have to register to attend, but they recommend it.
Hello, who's this?
Hey, this is Mike from Florida. MJ.
Mike
yes, Mike from Florida. From Jersey City.
Hey, what's up, Mike? Get it off your chest, Mike.
Yeah, Envy. I've been said hello to everybody.
What's up, Mike?
Every year you have your car show, and I know they be asking you to come to California, Chicago, Detroit.
Mm-hmm.
This is what I was thinking. Take all your celebrity friends, have them send pictures to your email or whatever, from even from California, Chicago, right? And instead of you shipping your cars there, have the car shows there with their cars, and then your Eastern friends, they can be on the on the thing as well, and then you can have your car shows in different cities next year without all that cost of you shipping your cars. You understand what I mean?
Yep. I see what you're saying, Mike. The only problem is when I do these car shows in different cities, it's not just picking up and taking cars. It's like if you really think about it, it's like a moving circus. So when you go, the circus goes from city to city. They got to take everything, not just the animals, not just the people, but the rides and attractions. So it's the same thing. We take the rides and attractions as well. So we take the red carpets, the velvet ropes, the setups, the Breakfast Club fake studios, the picture arrangements, all that. We go from city to city. So it's not just taking cars. If that was it, then yeah, we could do that. It's like I said, we move. It's a whole production. It's not just we move one thing. It's a big production.
Oh, I didn't know that. I'm sorry, but it was just a suggestion. It's something to think about.
Appreciate it.
Even still, like with your West Coast friends, they could send their pictures of their cars, and at least they can be represented in your car shows. Because I know you have friends on the West Coast who would love to have their cars featured in your car shows, but it costs so much, like you say, to send it.
Yeah, we gonna get on the West Coast, and if you've never been in my car show, all the cars that's there is not mine. So there's like 200 cars. So a lot of most cars are from the region or area that we pull up in. But we're gonna expand more and more and more. People love the car show, and we've been talking to a bunch of different car clubs. So we're gonna start branding onto the West Side and West Coast and stuff like that. I think next year we're doing Carolina, Dallas, Virginia again. So we're gonna hit a couple more markets, brother. But thank you.
All right. You guys have a nice day, and say hello to the rest of the Breakfast Club. Hey, Red.
Okay, definitely will. He said, "Hey, Red, get it off your chest."
He shouted you like he grabbed your butt before, right?
Right, hey, Red.
Nah, he shouted you like you hit and you acting like you don't know him. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? He hit and he saw Red, and Red trying to act like he don't know him. Hey, Red.
Hey, Red.
Don't act like you don't know me.
800-585-1051. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Wake up, wake up, wake your ass.
This is your time to get it off your chest. Whether you're mad or blessed, we want to hear from you on the Breakfast Club.
Hello, who's this?
What's going on? It's Aaron Walker. Good morning, Envy. Good morning, Loren. Good morning, Charlamagne. How y'all doing?
Aaron, what's up, man?
Black and highly favored. How are you doing, sir?
Get it off your chest, brother.
Not much, man. I just want to call in and let everybody know I got an interview today for my dream job, All Heart Radio out here in Orlando, man. So just then, some prayers for me. Hope I get this position.
What station?
104.5 to beat.
Oh, 104.5. We on that station.
Yeah, we on 104.
Yep.
Good luck, man.
Yep. Hey, appreciate it. Now I got another thing I want to get off my chest. Y'all heard that new Justin Bieber album, Swag?
No, I ain't heard it yet. Slap?
Man, y'all got to get on it, man. It's giving me like some Michael Jackson. Not sounding like Michael Jackson, but it give me like that Michael Jackson vibe. Justin Bieber did the thing on that album, man. Y'all got to check it out. Sure.
I haven't heard it, man. I'm gonna listen. I ain't even heard nobody talking about it. This is the first time I heard somebody mention it to me.
Right, that's all. I don't know why nobody
mentioned it to
talking
you last
about
week.
it, man. Justin did his thing for sure.
Yeah, this is the second album. I think in like 3-4 weeks. Lauren reported that it was supposed to come out, I think, last Friday at midnight, but didn't come out to about 3:40 a.m. And
don't nobody listen to Lauren.
Were listening.
And by nobody, I mean me.
Oh, damn.
First of all, Nyla talked about it last week. Also, Charlamagne. She told you.
I remember when Nyla said it.
Oh, now you remember?
Now you remember.
I remember when Nyla said it.
It's sorry. I think it's my height. I'm, when I speak it, you're a little.
First of all, your edges look fake this morning. You drew them in.
My edges are very real. You're just mad because they're very growing and very glowing. You like nothing that is good, glowing, and progressing. Okay, clock it.
Listen, did you see that story about how they won't let you? There's an all-girl school in Jamaica that bans edges.
Yes, I did, and we will talk about it later too.
Curtains belong in the house, not on foreheads. That's funny as hell, because I used to always tell girls when they had their bangs, I'd be like, yo, I'm pulling back like blinds.
Damn. He's nasty. Hello, who's this?
Hello?
Hey, what's your name?
Hey, man, Cliff, man. My name's Cliff.
What's up, Cliff? Get it off your chest, Cliff.
What's up,
man?
brother?
I just wanted to shout myself out. Good morning, everybody. Lawrence, I love y'all, man.
Good morning.
Just rolling this morning. Today my birthday. It's Virgo season.
Happy birthday, Virgo.
And me and my brother, he's 4 years younger than me. Our birthday the same day.
That's what's up.
Yeah, man. We appreciate it, man. I just wanted to say what's up. Love y'all.
Oh, that's
man.
all you got? We appreciate you, brother.
That's it, man. I got one more thing for you, Envy.
Yep. There you go. Blow that horn.
Hey. Yes, sir.
Y'all be safe on them roads, brother.
Y'all be flirting with each other, man.
What do you mean?
You a lot, Lizard Envy. You be flirting with them truck drivers, bro. Yes, you do, man.
As a kid, we used to be on the road. That would be out funny. Blow the horn.
You a lot lizard, bro.
I'm not no damn lot lizard. Mimi, that's not funny. Stop laughing. Hello, who's this?
Hey, can you guys hear me?
We can hear you. What's up, brother? Get it off your chest.
Morning, Envy, Charlamagne. Who's there, Loren LoRosa?
Yes.
Yes. Good morning.
Good morning. Hey, I just want to tell you guys, I appreciate you guys very, very much. I wanted to give a shout out to me and my wife. We celebrated our 11-year anniversary yesterday of being married.
Congratulations.
Very, very proud of that.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you, guys. Yeah, I wanted to tell you guys, too, I appreciate everything that you guys have put out. Charlamagne, everything you put out with mental health has definitely helped me work on myself and helped me put a foundation for my family, my boys. And then Envy, your book. I haven't read the second one. I read the first one, but it's definitely helped me and my marriage out a ton. So thank you guys for being so vulnerable. I appreciate it.
Thank you, brother. We try, man.
Appreciate you, man.
Where you calling from?
Call from Denver.
Oh, okay. I was going to invite you to my mental health expo, but you might not be out on this side on October 11th.
Man, you don't know how bad I've been wanting to go to. I'm definitely going to make it up there 1 year. I'll just talk to my wife about it. I want to make it up there 1 year at least to go and check it out. But I'll definitely make it up one of these years, man, for sure.
Yes, sir.
Thank you,
Appreciate you, brother.
Have a good one. Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. Now we got the latest with Lauren coming up. What are we talking about?
We do. We're going to talk about 50 Cent because don't nothing piss Dame Dash off more than 50 Cent and Cameron teaming up. 50 let us know yesterday he got the rights to bring paid in full television in a series. So we're going to talk about it.
Where you at, Lauren?
In Delaware.
I'm at Delaware State University.
What's that towel behind you? What's that say behind you?
That towel.
You always minding my business the wrong way.
Wow.
If you got something to say to us,
I'm just trying to say,
keep
what is
it
that?
cute.
What
It
is that
does look
behind
like
you?
a towel. It don't look like a banner.
It says DESU. It is a banner. It's very much
that's
a
a
banner.
banner.
I'm in the student
okay.
radio station,
right.
the DESU radio station.
Yo, you
Damn.
should really donate to that radio station. You should get a. Never mind.
I'm thinking the same thing, man. Let me
I
just
just
get
got
some
my
real
job yesterday. Y'all big money. Why don't y'all, contribute something on the air? Something the students can hold you to as they listen.
For real. How much would some signage cost? Because that look crazy, man.
I think they need a good, I'm looking, Miss Ava Perrine is here, who's one of the heads of MassCom. How much y'all need in here? She said how much y'all got, so we'll talk.
We'll talk about it, man.
We don't hold y'all to it.
That signage look crazy.
We'll at least get you a step and repeat.
God damn, man. Yeah, man.
Don't step and repeat them, okay? We need.
That's better than that towel.
Damn it. Hampton would never.
You are haters.
Hampton University would never.
First of all, do not discourage the HBCU students, okay?
Yeah,
You're here for motivation today. Shout out to State.
All right. When we come back, we got the latest with Loren. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Let's get to the latest with Loren.
Loren be coming with straight facts.
She gets them from somebody that knows somebody.
She gets the details.
I'm the homegirl that knows a little bit about everything.
She be having the latest on you.
The latest with Loren LoRosa.
Sometimes she have facts, sometimes she have details, sometimes she have a little bit of everything.
Well, it's the latest.
On the Breakfast Club.
Talk to me.
Well, 50 Cent will be bringing the cult classic Paid in Full back, and it will be a TV series. He announced yesterday that he says, I now have the rights to Paid in Full. I'm developing it into a premium TV show. If you like Godfather of Harlem, you're going to love this. Cam set to executive produce alongside me. If you want in, get Adam. I'm out of the country.
Classic movie. I wonder how they turned that into a TV show, though.
You could just do that whole era, because that whole era is interesting.
So it'd be like a prequel before Paid in Full, kind of?
Well, it could be a prequel, then it could go into Paid in Full, but just break it down a little more. You know what I mean? All those scenes that you break down, you know?
Yeah, it could also go after, too. There's so many ways you could tell that story.
How do you go after? One of them got killed, one of them went to jail.
Well, Paid in Full is bigger than them. It's a whole era. So after them, I'm sure there were other people.
So it's about the era, is what you said.
Yeah, I think it's about the era. I think so.
Yes, so Cameron reposted 50 as well. He said, so we've been talking about this for a few months now, and it's almost time. Thanks 50 Cent for the opportunity. We're going to burn it down. Listen, if you got to get anybody involved, you get 50. But y'all know, Dame Dash, or if you guys don't remember, a few years ago, it was back in 2021, Page 6 did an article because Dame Dash had been talking a lot about the fact that he was writing a sequel to Paid in Full. And he had talked about finally not having writer's block and wanting to bring it to the screen the right way. And at that time, Kim had also mentioned he was open to it and that there were some conversations as well. So Dame Dash, yesterday when all this news and people were celebrating and reposting and posting Cam, Dame Dash posted a video in response. Let's take a listen to Dame Dash.
Cam just made a major announcement. I want to congratulate him for making 50 his new boss. So congratulations, Cam. 50 is now your new boss, and you're proud of it. Congratulations, my.
So question, I know Dame will hear this, so I'm asking, if 50 has the rights now, who had the rights before? I'm assuming it was Dame Dash who had the rights before, so did he lose control of the rights because of his Chapter 7 bankruptcy filing? Because you know you have to surrender like key rights to satisfy creditors. Is that what happened in this situation?
I did ask Dame, what happened from that time until now, but I have not heard back on that yet. So I'll have an answer to that soon. But I know in the bankruptcy filing that you're talking about, that went down, the end of last week. He mentioned that Dame Dash mentioned that he has no monthly income, no house, no car, no publicly traded stocks, retirement accounts, only about a little over $4,000 in worldly possessions. And he listed his assets as like guns, furs, jewelry, that equal up to like $2,500, TVs, computers, some electronics, and $100 cash in hand. Didn't mention any rights or assets. And I know when we did the last story about, remember they were saying that he had to put up some of his movies and, just different things that he owned for some of his prior debts. This was not mentioned either. But
yeah, I'm just trying to figure out, how did he lose? How did he own it? How did he lose the rights to Paid in Full, or did he even own the rights to Paid in Full? Because I just want to know the business. Like Dame is always teaching the business. He's always teaching about ownership and being a boss. So I just want to know, how did 50 end up getting the rights? Because I thought Dame had the rights. I would assume. I don't know.
But are we still talking about this boss conversation? Like, is that a conversation that we're still having? That's the first thing he said. 50 Cent is his boss, and 50 said that's his partner on it. He's EPing with him, so I guess they're partners. But I hate this boss conversation because I hate the fact that people be like, I don't need no boss. I don't want no boss. Well, sometimes not having a boss will lead you into foreclosure and only having assets that lead up to $2,400.
Damn.
Like, you can't keep having this boss conversation without having a real conversation about entrepreneurship and what you need to do as an entrepreneur. We can't keep having these conversations.
Dan posted that old clip of him getting at you on Breakfast Club.
I ain't see that in a long time.
Got you a little hot this morning, huh?
Nah, that clip is amazing. That clip is amazing. If you see what happens within 10 years and then you look at that clip, you be like,
oh man,
somebody made a bad decision.
Well, I will.
Dame should be happy that the rights to Paid in Full went to another black man. And he should be happy that black man decided to make another black man the executive producer of the film. Not to mention Cam was a star of the original film. That sounds like good black business to me.
Yeah. Collaborative
and I also
business.
I agree. And I think the way that, Kim has always been, a great storyteller, but he's been dominating content for so long. Him teamed up with 50. I'm really excited to see the way that they tell the story as well, too.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
And it's unity and group operation. How can you not be happy at the fact that a black man got the rights to a film and decided to make another black man the executive producer? Like, people at the top are collaborating.
Yeah.
People at the bottom are competing.
Yeah, and that's what I said. And it's only right. Like, the story's based out of Harlem. 50 Cent is from Queens. Like, it's only right that you get somebody from Harlem that can oversee, that can tell the stories, that was there, that heard the stories.
And
he was
an original star in the movie.
It's a smart ass move. It's the smartest move,
And maybe, like I said, maybe Dame can explain it. You know what I mean? Because I just want to know the business. Like, who had the rights before 50 acquired them? If Dame had the rights, how did he lose it, or did he sell it to 50? Like, what happened? Like, I just want to know. I want to teach us, boss.
You stupid.
Well,
all right.
I'm sure he will respond.
I'm asking.
Mm-hmm.
Well, no, last time I talked to Dame, though, he said he wants a verbal fair one with you, Charlamagne. So I'm sure this will definitely make him explain or have a conversation about what that was.
I'm sure he said pause. I'm sure he said pause after he said that.
Did he say pause? He probably did.
I just want to be taught, boss. God damn. Why I'm seeking knowledge, boss.
Yo, stop calling another black man another man boss.
What you mean, man?
There was no pause.
Get some knowledge, man. That's all, bro. I want to be taught, boss.
All right. This guy's stupid. That's the latest with Loren. When we come back, we got front page news. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. Your mornings will never be the same.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Loren LoRosa is here as well. She's actually broadcasting from Delaware State University. And let's get back to some front page news. Now, some quick sports. The Vikings beat the Bears in Monday Night Football, 27-24. What up, Mimi?
Good morning, y'all. So the IRS is putting taxpayers on alert, warning that viral tax hacks on TikTok and other social platforms have already cost Americans more than $162 million in penalties. So here's the latest scam. Here's two of the biggest ones right now. The agency says that people are falling for misleading advice about the sick and family leave credit and the fuel tax credit. So the sick and family leave credit, it was created during the pandemic to help self-employed workers. So think freelancers, rideshare drivers, small business owners who couldn't work in 2020 or 2021 because they were sick with COVID, or they were caring for a loved one, or they were just home with the kids while daycares were closed. But here's the issue. TikTok experts are now telling everyone that they can claim that credit right now on their current tax returns. And that's wrong, because that credit expired in 2021 and it never applied to traditional workers. And the second red flag that we're seeing is the fuel tax credit. Now, this tax credit was designed for off-highway businesses, meaning farmers, truckers, and businesses that use fuel for things like tractors, construction, and generators. But social media influencers, they're claiming anyone can use it to get a bigger refund. So to put just gas in your car, you can use the tax fuel refund, and that is incorrect. The IRS says if you're driving on a public road, you don't qualify. And so there's been a surge in questionable refund claims. It's leading to delayed claims, denied claims, $5,000 in fines, and an audit. And so tax experts say if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. And the bottom line is, don't let TikTok do your taxes. And just a reminder, as we... What'd you say, Charlamagne?
No, I was just going to say, between TikTok and these so-called financial gurus giving y'all tips on how to avoid paying Uncle Sam, all of y'all going to end up in jail. And I feel sorry for these people because they are really looking for information and they're just simply getting misinformed. Like, go to actual tax experts. You know, in America, you got to spend a little bit of money to save a little bit of money and to make a little bit of money. So I know that you may not want to pay somebody to do your taxes, but go get somebody who actually knows what they're doing, an actual expert, to do your goddamn taxes.
Yeah. And that's what they're saying. They're saying talk to a real CPA or tax pro. And just as a reminder, if you filed for an extension, October 15th is the deadline to get those in. And if you are in a disaster relief area, like a wildfire area, though that date will also apply to you. You have until October 15th to get your taxes in. And this story for this morning is just right on time, as Loren is at Delaware State. New York City just made history, opening the first HBCU-focused preparatory high school in a major U.S. city. Now, the HBCU Early College Prep High School is located in Jamaica, Queens. It is designed to expose students to the culture, the legacy, the opportunity offered by HBCUs. The principal, Dr. Asia Johnson, she is a proud Delaware State University graduate. She says the goal is simple: to give students a head start and a broader vision for their futures. Now, interest in the school has been overwhelming. There were only 100 seats available this year, but more than 1,000 students applied. To get in, students had to submit an essay solving a community issue in healthcare or technology, and record a 2-minute video explaining why they plan to, or how they plan to use their degree and how they plan to give back. Starting in 11th grade, students can take online courses taught by Delaware State University professors, earning up to 64 credits. That's the equivalent of an associate's degree before they even graduate high school. And so students are guaranteed, even better, students are guaranteed admission into DSU once they complete the program. So, Loren, your school is doing big things. I went to Howard, so shout out to all HBCUs, but Delaware State on this one is doing great things.
Now, I want to say, if we want to encourage kids to go to HBCU, should Delaware State be the leader? I mean, I feel like Mimi. No, I'm just saying, Mimi. Howard, I can see Howard. I can even see Hampton. I can see South Carolina State, but Delaware, like seriously, like should they be the leaders on this?
Stop it, man.
Or this is your moment.
The leaders. Yes, they should be the leaders, because you know what happens when Delaware State becomes the leader of the conversation? We get more people like me to come and work with y'all. Well, I just got a note from the radio station too. They wanted y'all to know this is the renovated station after COVID. So they have new equipment now. They'll be small, but they're mighty. Okay? They said they're open to all the support, though.
First of all, tell them we ain't saying nothing about the equipment. We talking about that little nasty-ass banner, that little nasty-ass towel.
That's fine, because the Breakfast Club is going to sponsor some branding in here. That's what they're hearing.
Well,
that's what they're rooting for.
That's a football game towel. That's from the game. That's
more money to the football team than the station. But on the real, Dr. Asia Johnson, who is running that in South Jamaica, Queens. If you're out there listening, you know Queens is my borough. That's where I'm from. I would love, and I'm sure I will bring Loren with us. We would love to come down and talk to the students. Whenever you need us, we will be there for you. I love what you're doing, and the fact that you're encouraging students to go to HBCUs. The only reason I went to a HBCU was I seen a different world, and that encouraged me. I thought, to me, a different world was Hampton University, and that was the reason why I went. So the fact that if you need us, we will be there. You can DM us. You can call out people. If you're from Queens, I'm sure that you know somebody that knows my mama. So please hit us up. We would love to support you in all that you are doing. I love what you're doing, even though you went to Delaware State.
I actually am in contact with her already, and y'all are a call back.
Okay, all right. We'd love to.
Thank you for that story, Mimi.
Yes.
Absolutely. All right, y'all. Well, that's your front page news. I'm Mimi Brown. Follow me on social at Mimi Brown TV. And for more news coverage, follow the Black Information Network or download the free iHeartRadio app and visit BINnews.com.
Thank you so much. You know what's so crazy, Charlamagne?
What? Your lineup?
No. Loren talks about everything. She talks about Delaware's football team. She talks about Delaware's parties. She talks about everything. But here's a graduate of Delaware State, doctor, doing some big things, and you ain't mentioned that one time.
I just saw it.
That's Mimi.
Mimi said she got it.
I gotta have Loren's back on this, because we talked about this yesterday. So we talked. So I knew she wanted to do it. So we talked about it. So you got to give Loren some credit. She already knew. She just saved it for me.
It's okay. They just like to hate, and you know how they do, black women. Well, me, you're new, so you don't know. But girl, we gonna need each other, because if Charlamagne, it's Charlamagne. Envy goes in and out. You know he half black.
Damn. I'm not half black, I'm full black, but all right. Anyway, thank you so much. Now, when we come back, Danielle Deadwyler will be joining us, actress, and also Arce Thorne will be joining us. So don't go anywhere. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning. Their new movie, 40 Acres, is out right now.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. Loren LoRosa is here as well. We got some special guests in the building.
Yes, indeed.
We have Danielle Deadwyler. Welcome.
Good morning.
And we have Arce Thorne. Welcome, brother.
Thank you.
How you feeling this morning? How y'all both feeling this morning?
Beautiful. Really great.
Yeah, man.
We're happy to be together.
I know y'all here to talk about 40 Acres, but I got to tell you, phenomenal job until.
Yes,
oh my goodness.
absolutely.
Phenomenal job until. I always wondered about that role because it tells one of history's most painful stories. Mm-hmm. How did you prepare emotionally for that role?
The way I prepare for anything, it's rigorous research. Mm-hmm. I just grew up in Atlanta, and so the civil rights community in Atlanta has reared me. I did, volunteerism with the Southern Christian Leadership Conference. As a kid, went to Cascade United Methodist Church, which Dr. Reverend Lowry, who partnered with Dr. Martin Luther King at the during that pivotal time. Those are people who are critical in defining my life and understanding of society and community. And so all of that kind of like that intuitive personal history as well as academic knowledge and history about the era went into creating that role and just staying rigorous with the relationships with Chinoya, who directed it, and the family, and just it's been such a palpable thing for me.
Once you tap into a role like that, like playing the mother of Emmett Till, how do you get that out of you? Like, how do you just go back? You don't, right? Yeah.
No, anything that is visceral like that stays with you. It's a wound, a scar of sorts, and you walk with it. And I mean, that's the beauty of it, right? Like, I get to talk about this all the time. I get to talk the history of the work and how it's supposed to have this residual effect, this kind of echo, and it'll be in conversation with any work that I do moving forward. So I'm curating in that capacity.
I wanted to go back, if you don't mind. I wanted to. Yeah. What made you want to be an actress? Like, what was the thing? What did you see on television? What play did you go see? What did your mom instill you say, this is what I want to do?
It's just been in my life. I've been acting and performing since I was a child. My mom made sure that myself and my siblings were always a part of arts-oriented things. Atlanta, Black Arts Atlanta in the 80s is just pivotal, right? So I started in dance and naturally segued into theater. Through critical cultural markers in the city, Total Dance Theater, Gary Harrison Studios, saw Jamandi Productions all the time. I grew up as a Kenny Leon's True Colors Theater Company young artist. So this has just been it, which it should be, right, for children. It should be for people in general. The arts is just a part of our lives. And it came a critical moment after academic pursuits that, I'm missing something, and I had to return. And so one of the first things that I did when I was making the professional return was for Colored Girls, and Jasmine Guy directed it. And so it just whooshed from there.
This is a question for both of y'all, right? Because, going back to the Till thing a little bit, but also talking about 40 Acres. What did Till teach you about the responsibility of storytelling?
I don't know if Till taught me that responsibility. I think it's just always been present. Our history is integral. Our history is just it's a brilliant thing that's a part of everything that I do, everything that we do. And which is the way that it works in 40, right? Like, she is teaching the children not just about how to survive, but how to synthesize history with culture, with agriculture, with all of the qualities of life. It's a spherical thing. Everything is connected.
Yeah, their roots of survival in the film. It's not just rooted in they can kick some ass. Yeah, they got military might, but the important thing is that it's rooted in their preservation of their culture. You know what I mean? That's also surviving for them, and it's very much. That's why in the film it's like you see the family. They're all about their culture, their history, like. The book reports that she gets them to know. You have to know yourself as you're surviving, as you're moving forward, because you're the only ones that are going to do that. it's the language that they have. You know what I mean? Galen, the father's passing down his language, the agricultural practices. It's all rooted in their history, and that's how this family is truly surviving in the future. You know
and yet they're truly joyful, right? Yeah. Just sitting down, telling stories while she's doing their hair, or the games at dinner time, like critical things that people talk about that they don't necessarily get anymore. Like, let's just sit down and be a family and play and enjoy each other. Like those things are what people are fighting for.
Yeah.
In a time right now where like so many of our spaces and like the things that you guys are talking about passing on, like our stories, our history, are being like quieted by certain people. Creating this film for you guys, how did you pick and choose what you wanted to teach us through it? Because we learned so much, but there's so much we need to know in order to be able to preserve our history at this point.
I mean, for me, it honestly, it came very organically. It really wasn't like choices. It was just like, my mother, the echo of the relationship in the film between Haley and Manny is like, it's an echo of me and my mother. And she came to Canada as a Trinidadian immigrant, you know what I mean? And she, as much as people love to think that Canada is like this, bastion of like, racial whatever. It wasn't in the 70s, you know what I'm saying? So when she came here, it was very much like she experienced a lot of discrimination, and she was like, you have to be prepared for this world. And from the jump, my mom was like, I don't trust these institutions to teach you your history. So you're going to do book reports while you're going to school, while you're doing whatever. You're going to do book reports. You're going to learn some culture. You're going to read, you know what I'm saying? You're going to read parable. You're going to, so all of those things were directed from my life that I gave to Haley to pass down to her children. You know what I mean? And just that understanding of who you are will preserve you as we move forward. Because as they try to erase us, we are the only ones that are going to keep our stories prevalent and important to our descendants, So.
Now you tell a lot of stories. Canadian directors tell a lot of stories. You started with music videos. Why is the Canadian eye so good at telling those music videos, which goes to television, which goes to film? Why is that eye? Because we can name a list of Canadian directors.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a real good question, because I took my influences from some of the greats, some Hype Williams. You know what I mean? And I know you're talking about the legacy of Director X, you know what I mean? But I think Canada has a very interesting perspective. We're very close to y'all, and our culture is heavily influenced by America, but we're very sort of diverse, and there's people from all over the world that come to Canada. And in Canada, you bring your culture and you keep your culture. And we celebrate people's culture. So the influences come from all over the place, and we look at the world in a way, and so we're picking and choosing different things, and so the influences come from all those places, and I think that's why that in a way we can kind of pull from everybody.
Charlamagne?
RT, how do you balance creating entertainment but also having deeper messages in it?
It's just something that's organic to me, coming from the history that I just talked about with my mother and stuff. Like, that stuff is in me, where I realize the importance of it because of what she instilled in us. So I want to make sure that it's reflective of that, knowing that our history and things should be infused in what we do, to make sure that I get a chance to tell a story. I'm gonna make it count. I'm gonna make it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not wasting it. But at the same time, I grew up on Spielberg and Spike Lee and James Cameron, so I'm a comic book nerd, you know what I mean? So I grew up on X-Men, so, and these things were entertaining. So I'm like, well, I want to do both. I want to entertain, and then I want you to walk away. I want you to take the movie home with you. I want you to walk away thinking about it the next couple of days. I want you to want to talk about it with people. There's a lot of films out here, people are craving that, I feel. There's a wave happening right now. You know what I mean? People are craving original stuff. They're tired of seeing such and such 4 and 5. You know what I mean? Like, and you see the brother, Ryan Coogler coming with Sinners. You see, even Zach Kreger with the Weapons movie. It's just like people are interested in, give me something different.
Very frustrating, though.
Yeah.
Because that should have always been the way in Hollywood. Because whenever you see the things that really pop off and break through, it's really something new. I never had seen Game of Thrones before.
Yeah.
Right? You know what I mean? Like, I never, like, it's the thing, of course, Sinners, but I've never seen those type of things. I never understood why Hollywood didn't want to be original. Like, it was a time where originality seemed to be like, I don't want to take a risk on that.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with what's considered safe. Another superhero movie.
It's turned into theme parks, right? It's just like, this is for everybody. Come on the ride. You've seen it before. You know what it is. So come pay your money for it. And I don't know. I
mean, there's something to serial. I think the serial framework is interesting to people. I just think that that era is shifting. There is a great level of fatigue, and the world is wanting something that is more rupturous, something fresh, something that is more political or deeply personal and just more queered and strange and weird. Those kinds of things have always been in the framework. You know, it's just about those things rising to the surface for folks.
Do you feel like you get presented like nothing but dark roles?
No, not at all.
Okay, so
I have a slate of madness coming for you. Okay, don't ever like the last 3 things I've done have been straight up comedy, dark. Grounded, slapsticky kind of like I get the gamut, and I am curating for that. I mean, there is no one dimensionality ever, you know, and I'm interdisciplinary in all of the work that I do.
You do that on purpose because you don't want to be like typecast as the person that just...
You can't. Who typecasting who? Ain't nobody gonna typecast me. I'm creating. I am working with a team of people who know who I am at my core. I'm building from my inner world, and I select accordingly, you know.
And you do, when you say that, you mean you're also creating projects too that put you in different lights? Because I know your EP.
Yes. Developing works. I'm in a performance art realm. I'm in an experimental film realm. Things take time to come out, right? Like a project could develop over the course of 2 to 5 years or more or whatnot. But I am intentionally circling a lot of different genres because I want us to be witnessed in all kinds of lights. Everything that I do will not be the lovable woman, right? Everything that I do will not be the villain. However, everything in that spectrum, the full range of that is my interest.
I've heard you referred to as a multidisciplinary artist.
Yeah,
what's
multidisciplinary.
That mean?
I mean, just multiple between moving between worlds. We all do. Sometimes, you know, folks, because of capitalism in a certain kind of way, lane you, but you can veer off. I mean, it's just don't hit no other cars in the midst of doing it. You know what I mean?
The film is very loud about black women or black mothers fighting for their families, protecting their families to the end. And I think that's always a conversation with black women about like how protecting and nurturing we can be. But what do you want black women to take away from this film about how to protect and take care of themselves in order to take care of the family?
That's so appropriate. Because in one of the scenes, Galen talks about her deserving reprieve and that kind of joy and release and over the slate of films that I have done, which is the assumption that, you know, I do things that are trauma driven or just black women in complete turmoil. I think that there's a diversity of things emotionally that are happening, and we deserve to explore the other emotions just as much. I don't think that it's a take your hands off and completely live an utter soft era life. Sure, one would love that, but I don't think that struggle is there's never an end mark to it. You know, just like healing isn't. There's no end. There's no. This is it. You've made it. It's continuous, and so I think it is a continuous effort to diversify the manner in which you distribute labor, to encourage others to have a greater independence and autonomy in the way that they move through the world, and giving that over, and still doing our work for ourselves. So, love that.
I was going to ask you, when numbers are concerned, right? Everybody looks at box office when it comes to movies. That doesn't necessarily say how successful a movie is, but for some people it does. How does that affect mind frame when you're doing these type of movies?
I'm not in Hollywood, so I'm an independent filmmaker. You know what I mean? So that's not what defines it for me. You know, and money comes and goes. So I think about legacy, and I think about telling a story that's going to stay with people. Like I said, I want to make a film that you take home, you walk with it in your head. And to me, that means the most important thing. And I if it's there and people talk about it, you know, independent film, the lifeblood is word of mouth. That's how independent film has always been. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So people start talking about it, they spreading it, and other people find it. And, you know, that's a beautiful thing when that happens. So I don't mind that, you know, like, look, you know, when on other projects, it may be the benchmark, and that's cool. You doing something with a studio, that's cool, sure. But with this, it's just about, does this film resonate and stay with the people, and does it spread and make people think? That's the most important thing for me.
But you're an independent filmmaker, so you're still going to need funding.
Fair.
So how do you know, get these people to continue to fund this great work that you're doing if it's not an ROI?
Well, I'll say this, like, I think for this being my first film, the important thing is to let them know that I got a voice and this is what I'm interested in saying. Mm-hmm. And I think people understand in the movie business, they understand, you know, this was independent, this wasn't backed by a studio, didn't have a promo budget. Mm-hmm. You know, normal studio pictures have a budget equal to their budget to promote the thing.
That's right.
So people understand that and they go, cool, he's got a voice. Hopefully, God willing, they want to work with me. Mm-hmm. And then, you know, that other money part, that'll come when the bank comes. You know what I mean?
Charlamagne?
Do you think great work is sometimes punished? Because I even think about like Till, right? Like they talk about, you know, Till got snubbed by the Oscars, and they talked about, you know, Till might have suffered from wokeness fatigue, and, you know, they were saying it was a box office disappointment. They were saying all of these different things in regards to this just great body of work. Do you think that can play a role into it too?
Ain't nobody listening to that. What's the snub? We're having continuous conversation about the work, about the themes, about, you know, you dealing with it in the frame, right, on the computer, in the theater, wherever you're watching it, and then people are connecting to it outside. They just, you know, August was just here. You know, I just talked to Miss Deborah, who helps with who runs the Emmett Till Foundation. They're having continuous, you know, conversation about it. This is since 1955, you know. And so, you know, extending what this means to think about survival. Yeah. I don't know when 40 takes place, but 40 is in the dystopic future, which feels very like now. And so just the ability to bring this end of the spectrum to this end of the spectrum, that's what's happening. You know, it's not, there's no snubbing. Snubbing isn't possible. If we are creating something and we are creating the conversation around it.
I know when the snub happened, I don't want to get her name wrong, but the director of Till,
Chenoya.
Yeah, Chenoya. She had posted on her Instagram. It wasn't directly a response, but the timing, people took it as a response. Where she talked about how Hollywood, you know, treats black women horribly, and they push this white male stereotype. Do you feel like that's changing? Has changed since the snub? I know you don't care about the snub, but has that changed in the work that you're doing, or do you think it will change?
I think that we have always been present, creating the significant works for ourselves. The funding may not look the same. The ubiquity of it and the marketing of it may not look the same, but there are plenty of black women and a variety of other people of color joining the fold of making the stuff that we want to see. There is no true idea of us like not being able to push, you know, towards the center. We are the center, period, right? And should there be more support? Yes. But you can't hold down what's already, you know.
That's real.
Moving up.
Moving.
That's dope. How do y'all see storytelling as a tool for social transformation? I feel like the arts are going to be very important to us moving forward, especially with them just taking history out of everything.
always been, always has been. You know, it's a foundation of like as we're talking about of our history and inspiring the future. You know what I mean? It's vital. You know, and for people to see things and reintroduce them to ideas that maybe they don't. That's the important thing. Is like as a younger generation comes out, they don't have to fight the trials and tribulations that like my mother had to fight. I didn't have to fight some of those things. But it's important to make sure that people understand them, because if they don't understand it, then they coming out with a certain sense of ignorance to the world and may not think that certain things are are present, you know, and racism and discrimination and the isms are there whether you recognize them or not. They're there. So I think it's vital for art to keep speaking from our perspective, so that it's like, oh no, you got to know how to handle these things for future generations. It's vital.
No, it's just a beautiful poetic looping, right? I remember doing this. It wasn't technically a play. It was like a dance exhibition with that was called Women Hold Up Half the Sky, right? As a kid with Total Dance Theater. And I learned about 4 little girls in that piece. And then there was also this poem from Nikki Giovanni in the piece. Capitola Williams delivered that hard. And then that makes me connect to, okay, then I'm doing Till, right? Like these stories, these fragments jump, you know, between us, right? And okay, Nikki Giovanni, she loved Tupac, right? And so then Tupac raps about this and then this. You are to find the fragment and then expand upon it. I think that it's not just in the art, right? The art that whatever it is that you connected to, whether it's in hip hop or whether it's in a film, you take whatever is magnifying for you in your mind, and then you are to dig deeper. You are to read more about it. This is the beauty of art. Art takes a single thing, and it is to make it. It's supposed to enable you to loop things further into the fold for you. Everything is deeply connected if we but seek it out, if we but make the effort.
Absolutely.
How do you decide when a story is worth the emotional toll it takes on creators and the audience? Because art can be healing, but it can also reopen old wounds too.
Yeah. You mean for me?
Yeah.
Where Trina at? I'm gonna give everything to a thing if I choose to do it. And we talk a lot about recovery. I mean, I think it's something for me now. I'm on sabbatical. Y'all, man, was I supposed to be here? Like I'm making conscious choices even more along, just along the trajectory of the career, right? Like trying to make sure that I am well and I'm okay in the midst of the things that I choose to do. That's why I did 3 comedy-based things over the course of the last year. But the other things are really valuable because you have to refill the cup, or you have nothing to give, or it suffers, or whatnot. But I am consciously moving things around to do stuff so that I can be okay. I also have a child. I also have a family. I need to be with them. This is not just for me. This is for a greater community. And knowing how the community responds to that thing. We constantly referring back to Teal, but like Chenoya talked about not wanting to traumatize or trigger in the experience of the thing. There are all kinds of ways to tell a story and not take people down into an experience in a certain kind of way. You can tell a story and with nuance and modification in a certain kind of way, bring them into the fold of the thing. It doesn't have to be utterly drudgery and treacherous the way that it makes yourself or the audience feel.
Yeah. Well, definitely go check out the film 40 Acres, and we appreciate you guys for joining us.
Yeah, thank you so much. Apple TV, Prime.
It's on digital, Apple and Amazon.
Apple and Amazon and everywhere.
All right. Well, Danielle, Deadwyler, Arce, Thorne, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you,
Appreciate y'all, man. Thank you.
Breakfast Club, good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club.
It's a weird building, man. Like, what do you do, everybody, when you're walking through your, place of work and you hear somebody at their desk and they just sitting there, and when you walk by, they go,
Who did that?
I don't want to say, but it was a guy.
Was he thinking about Drake?
Yes, he loves Drake, and he loves screaming. That's all I'll say.
Okay. All right.
I didn't even want to look to see if something was wrong with him, because it's one of them noises where you feel like somebody's saying it just to get your attention. And one thing about me, if you sit next to me inside, I ain't finna ask you what's wrong.
Me neither. Well, salute to OVO. All right. Well, let's get to the latest with Loren.
Loren becoming a straight fact.
She gets them from somebody that knows somebody.
She gets the details.
I'm the homegirl that knows a little bit about everything and
She be having the latest on this.
Say I'm the biggest, the largest, the latest with Loren LoRosa.
Sometimes she have facts, sometimes she have details, sometimes she have a little bit of everything.
Well, it's the latest.
On the Breakfast Club.
Talk to me.
So there are reports right now that Britney Spears is living in dog poop. So
what do you mean?
So friends of Britney Spears, yes. So friends of Britney Spears and sources close have spoken to the Daily Mail, and according to those friends and sources, they're saying that the mansion that Britney Spears has been or lives in, where she makes all those videos where she's dancing and twirling and doing other things, is currently covered in dog poop. It's just a complete mess. Now, to give some background context, you guys remember Britney Spears was in that conservatorship and there was a whole Free Britney movement. I was down with the movement. I wanted Brit free until Brit was free. But now what is happening is she has friends and close, people close to her and sources that are coming out and saying that she's basically spiraling and that she's going through, allegedly spiraling, that she's going through an episode right now. And from reports, they say this is something that happens with her all the time, that they've seen over and over again. So there are some people who don't plan to intervene. There are other people that are saying that they are terrified for her future and she is not doing well. Her house is a mess. She does not clean up after her dogs. She has several dogs. She doesn't have someone there cleaning every day, and she just isn't functioning like an adult would function at this point.
Now, how do we know her staff just didn't get deported?
I don't. Good question. I don't know.
It can't be sanitary though. I mean, they got to bring somebody in there to make sure it's not dog poop. If there is dog poop all over the place, because the amount of disease that she could have, or that could be in and around that place, and if her kids come by, they need to make sure that somebody, like Charlamagne said, comes there and make sure it's clean.
What if it's her? Now, if it's her poop, is really a problem. Okay, if it's her poop, you got to commit her immediately.
Even if it's dog poop and she's just letting the dog poop sit there, you know how dog poop smells, and you can live in that all day long.
She probably don't know how to clean no more. When you've been that rich that long, you know what I mean? And having used to people waiting on you hand and foot, and then your whole team get deported, your whole staff get deported to do that type of stuff.
You know how to clean dog poop, and that smell has to be horrible. It creates maggots and all that other nasty stuff. And if that is the case, does she need to go back into a conservatorship?
First of all, we don't even know if any of this is true.
That's what I'm asking. I said if it is true.
Hold on. So wait, because there was a video that was posted not too long ago, which kind of sparked concerns, because you guys, if you ever seen any Britney Spears dancing video, she always shows where she's at. Like, she doesn't take the phone and show you, but you can see her background. So in the background of one of those dancing videos, it was very cluttered. The caption said she was playing around with lighting and going to go clean up her house right away. But that's what made fans really concerned, because of the way that her background
because it's cluttered.
Yeah, God forbid somebody doing a little spring cleaning or fall cleaning, whatever the hell it is, and they got a little clutter.
You see some of these people's lives when they go on live, you see their clutterness. Exactly. Like, what you talking about clutter?
Fans, I don't know if y'all understand how the Britney Spears fans and the Free Britney movement went. Like, y'all weren't in the midst of it. I was there. I know these people are kind of low key. They were marching in the streets of LA, baby. It was a real thing, okay? But they're a bit, they take it a bit overboard. Like, there were fans saying that they saw things on the ground that they were saying were the dog poop, now that these reports have allegedly come out. But that fans are concerned, and now these reports are surfacing. But they've been concerned because she's been dancing and twirling and doing all these things, and there's been reports of her going through these episodes over the time since she's been released.
Y'all been screaming this about Britney for years, and she seems to always bounce back or be fine. So I don't, I understand your Spears team. What's the Spears her team? The Spears? What are they called?
It's the Free Britney movement. I don't know.
Okay. She don't have a team? Like how Rihanna got the Navy, Beyonce got the Beehive, what Britney got?
I don't know. I just know I came around the Free Britney movement time. I don't know what they call it now that she free.
Well,
so
I understand they're concerned, but it's just a little dog poo in the mansion, allegedly.
Yeah, but don't she have a boyfriend? Didn't she have a boyfriend at one time? Somebody has to be coming in and out that house. Somebody.
Yeah, well, so yeah, she was with Sam Asghari. They separated. That was like a whole thing, and she was. Yeah, she's been living her life. But
God bless Britney.
I don't know. I can't answer that question of why no one has come in and cleaned. But I will say fans were concerned.
I just told y'all why.
Now,
the team got deported. This is real out here.
Move on.
Charlamagne, moving on. So another report, speaking of mansions, because this all started at Kylie Jenner's mansion, and now we are here. So Meg Thee Stallion, there are reports right now that in the Meg Thee Stallion defamation case against a blogger, that Kylie Jenner and Joe Budden will potentially be called to the stand because they have been listed on a witness list.
For
now,
what?
Well, for Kylie Jenner, people, everything started at her home.
House.
So
yes.
Yeah, so there's a blogger, her name is Melo Grams, and this blogger, Milagro actually has been reporting on different things, and Meg Thee Stallion is alleging that she only reports negative things, and it's a whole defamation case that she's working allegedly with Tory Lanez to disparage her in the media. So basically, the defense's side, so Milagro's side wants to call certain people to the witness list because they're trying to establish their storyline, and I'm assuming they're calling Kylie because everything with Tory Lanez and Meg Thee Stallion started at Kylie's house. You know, the pool and then the car and all the things. I'm not with Joe Budden. I believe it's just probably about like reports and different conversations that he's had on platforms, but. Yeah, but witness list, I will say, just because you're listed doesn't mean you have to show up or you do show up.
Isn't Aiden Ross on there too? I see they were trying to serve him.
So I did see that Aiden Ross mentioned in a stream that he was trying to be served, or they were trying to serve him allegedly, and this was done through like a band that showed up to a property that he has. But I reached out to confirm that was actually in relation to this case, and from what I was told, I'm not clear on whether it was in relation, but he did say himself that was what happened. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we'll, I guess, see what happens here and see who gets on stand. But I know in the beginning of Tory Lanez and Meg Thee Stallion's case, the original case, which Tory is now locked up for, Kylie Jenner was listed on a potential witness list, and that didn't happen. They didn't let her come into court.
All right.
What else you got, man?
What about Kai? I see Kai's not doing big things on the stream.
Yeah, so we do have Kai. So
this is what, day 6, day 7 or something like that? Day 8?
Let me tell you something. At this point, Kai Cenat stream is like, it's like the new variety show. Everybody's there. Everybody's pulling up. So over the last couple of days, Kai Cenat has had a few different guests on his stream, but recently he had Keke Palmer, but they thought she was Mary J. Blige. Let's take a listen.
Make something happen.
Okay, say less.
Give me a song, Real Love. I'm searching for some real love. Someone that set my heart free. Real love.
Hey.
Searching for a real love.
Jesus.
You know it's me, Mary J. It's me, Mary J. My mom just texted me and said that.
That's my type of carrying on right there. Keke just fell right into it. Keke just fell right into it. She ain't try to correct the young man. She just was like, nope, that's me.
You see somebody mom texting me like, that's not Mary J. Blige, youngin'.
Yeah, but it made me feel, I don't know why that made me feel old, because he thought that
you are old to them people.
Rakai didn't know who Keke Palmer was. And Rakai is one of the younger streamers that hangs with Kai Cenat.
Yeah, but and you old compared to them.
That really, when I saw that,
13 years older than them. Yes, you old compared to them. You old, period.
Right. And I'm sure he meant no disrespect. He really thought that was Mary.
You are a DSU alumni. All right.
There's young alumni too.
Yeah,
Please
but you ain't one of them.
Dang.
Right. Okay.
Oh, God.
How old are you? 34?
Oh, my God.
36.
Huh?
You 34?
36.
I'm 33. What is happening right now? How did we get here?
Okay, I'm a year off. All right, and so you're 13
I'm 33
years older than them.
and I am young alumni. Don't do that.
You are not young alumni.
I don't say nothing about y'all being 52 and 51 and all those.
I am happy to be this age, okay? But you are not young alumni. And I'm not 52 yet. I'm 47. Okay? You'll know when I'm 50.
All right.
Trust me. Trust me.
Yeah, you'll know when I'm there too. Because I'm pulling straight Denzel. You see how Denzel just be wilding out saying anything? All right.
You don't tell your age and you don't tell your true hair color.
Damn!
Wow!
God damn! Drop on the clues bomb for Loren
Wow.
LoRosa.
That's
what I'm
that
talking
shot.
about, Loren. Call out the Dominican for the lining.
All right.
Because when I say it, I just sound like I'm hating.
You are hating.
Envy be coming in here with that thing drawn on. Excuse me? What'd you say?
I said you hating because you can't find your lining. It's not there. We ain't seen it in a few years.
This place is nasty. All right, well, that is the latest with Loren. Charlamagne, who you giving a donkey to, man?
4 after the hour. We need a junior senator named Eric Schmidt to come to the front of the congregation. We'd like to have a word with him.
All right. We'll get to that next. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Wake up. You're locked into The Breakfast Club. With the donkey.
It's time for Donkey of the Day.
There's a bunch of donkeys around here.
With the hee-haw.
Yes, you are a donkey.
What the hell? What the hell?
What more do you need, you donkey?
Some donkey todays just sell themselves.
Charlamagne, give it to him. Breakfast Club all day. Give it to him. Oh, man, Charlamagne. Who you giving Donkey of the Day to, man?
Well, Rob 49, Donkey of the Day for Tuesday, September 9th goes to Missouri Junior Senator Eric Schmidt. Okay, now Eric was speaking at the 5th Annual National Conservatism Conference in Washington, and he posed a question. The question is, what is an American? Would you like to hear some of his answer? Let's listen.
The Continental Army soldiers dying of frostbite at Valley Forge. The Pilgrims struggling to survive in the hard winter soil of Plymouth. The pioneers striking out from Missouri for the wild and dangerous frontier. The outnumbered Kentucky settlers repelling wave after wave of Indian war band attacks from beyond the stockade walls. All of them will be astonished to hear that they were only fighting for a proposition. They believed they were fighting for a nation, a homeland for themselves and their descendants. They fought, they bled, they struggled, they died for us. They built this country for us. America, in all its glory, is their gift to us, handed down across the generations. It belongs to us. It's our birthright. It's our heritage, our destiny. If America is everything and everyone, then it is nothing and no one at all. When they tear down our statues and monuments, mock our history, and insult our traditions, they're attacking our future as well as our past. By changing the stories we tell about ourselves, they believe they can build a new America with the new myths, a new people. But America doesn't belong to them. It belongs to us. It's our home. It's a heritage entrusted to us by our ancestors. It's a way of life that is ours and only ours. If we disappear, then America too will cease to exist.
There's a lot there. Let's unpack. Let's discuss. If America is everything and everyone, then it is nothing at all. If you listen to what I just played, Senator Schmidt kept saying America doesn't belong to them, it belongs to us. He said America is a nation and a people with its own distinct history and heritage and interests. Listen, man, there are some white people, I said some white people in this country who believe in white replacement theory, okay? I don't have time to tell you what white replacement theory is, but it's the claim that white populations are deliberately being replaced by non-white people. Not to mention the Census Project back in 2018 projected that white people will become the minority by 2045. Ever since that came out, okay, the plan has been in motion by some white people to ensure that don't happen. You know I love putting on my tinfoil Pooh Shiesty mask, okay? I love a good conspiracy theory, but when that Census Project came out, and prior to that, getting 8 years of a black president, then they turned around and almost elected a woman. Some white males said, no way, Jose. Literally, no Jose, no Julio, no Juan, no Jamal, okay?
No Tyrone.
No, come on now. Now, I see the headline. Going around on Instagram. It says, Eric Schmidt says America is for white people only. Now, everybody is going to run with that headline, and then Eric is going to go on Fox News and say the radical left is losing their woke minds. I never said that, and he's right. He didn't, but here's the thing. He never said who us is. And that's the game, okay? When a politician leaves us undefined, it's because they know exactly who they're talking to. And the people he's talking to, they know that message is for them as well. And spoiler alert, if you're black, brown, legal immigrant, LGBT envy, Jewish, Muslim, chances are you not in that either. Okay, you not in that us. All right, that's all Eric Schmidt just gave. Okay, he gave us a they not like us with absolutely zero seasoning. Okay, what happened to America being conceived in liberty and dedicated to the proposition that all men are created equal? Okay, what happened to America being inclusive? I mean, it never really was, but damn it, at least we was fake trying. Okay, now you got people like Eric Schmidt saying straight up, this country is for us, and he's saying it over and over and over again. That's not inclusive. That's exclusive. And when you're speaking at a national conservatism conference, forgive us if we think us starts sounding like shorthand for white males only. Okay, by the way, no matter how much you attempt to clarify this, it's going to sound like racially coded rhetoric straight out the we want segregation again starter pack. Okay, the us you talking about aren't the ones who make the best tacos on Tuesday and jerk chicken on Saturday. Okay, he's talking about the us that seasons food with a pinch of salt and a pinch of prayer. Okay, if America is everything and everyone is nothing at all, that's what he said. Didn't he say that? Can I hear that part again?
They believe they can build a new America with the new myths, a new people. But America doesn't belong to them. It belongs to us. It's our home. It's a heritage entrusted to us by our ancestors. It's a way of life that is ours and only ours. If we disappear, then America, too, will cease to exist.
That's not. Did we have the other part? Oh. Well, he had the line. He said the line, if America is everything and everyone, it's nothing at all. Eric, if America is not everything and everyone, then it's nothing at all. Okay? When will we realize that we are the good, the bad, and the ugly? Okay? All wrapped into one. That's what makes this country great. Okay? The hope for America is actually in our history, which is why I don't know why we keep trying to hide it. Okay? Let's look at it, deal with it, and move forward. Okay, you can't heal what you don't reveal. The melting pot that is America is what makes this country incredible. Okay, the great American melting pot filled with a little bit of everything is what makes this country amazing. And Eric, please don't gaslight folks and backtrack on what you said and tell us that, we saw you say something that you didn't say, because when somebody keeps saying America is for us but never tells you who us is, trust me, you already know who they talking about. Okay, if it don't sound like it includes you, then it probably doesn't. And that's why we got to call this language what it is: coded racism wrapped up in patriotism. Okay, America ain't supposed to be about us versus them. It's supposed to be about we the people. But some folks like Eric don't want we. They just want us. And anyone who doesn't want us together, well, they don't believe in America anyway. At all. Please give Junior Senator from Eric Schmidt. No, what do I keep saying that for? Please give the Junior Senator Eric Schmidt the biggest hee-haw. America is for us.
Well, thank you for that donkey today.
But never tell us who the us is.
But
you know who they talking about.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, if it don't sound like it includes you, then it probably don't. That's all I'm saying.
No.
That's all I'm saying.
All right. Well, thank you for that donkey today. Now, let's open up the phone lines, 800-585-1051. We were having this convo yesterday during the latest with Loren. We were talking about Carmelo, his Hall of Fame speech.
It was an incredible speech. Dropping the clues bombs for Carmelo, Anthony. Amazing speech.
One of my favorite Knicks ever. Right?
What? Why would you call him that?
What?
Oh, you said Nick. My bad. I did. What you thought? I tell you, it was like, why would you just say that after what I just said? After what I just gave Donkey today, why would you just say my favorite nigga ever?
That's a Knicks.
I know. I heard you wrong. I'm sorry.
New York Knicks.
Yes, I understand.
What's wrong with you?
What's wrong with you?
What's wrong with you? So what is the question? We were talking about it, and a question that everybody asked, and we seen online, and Charlamagne even asked yesterday, was he did not shout out La.
I asked why he didn't shout out Lala. Yeah, but what
I thought he did. I swear, I'm like, there's no way. He mentioned single mothers and the women in his life. Like, there's no way, but he didn't.
So what is the question? 800-585-1051. I seen it trending yesterday
Loren being
online.
messy?
Yes, Loren being messy. And the question is, what, Loren?
Messy. For me, I just felt like at least a thank you, or like because I think she played a big role in holding it down so he could have the right mindset to go and do a lot of the things he did. I think that conversation happens a lot with the women being overlooked in those instances. So even if it wasn't Lala, I would be saying this. I'm not being messy. I'm being a woman and being honest.
So you're saying he shouted out his coaches, he shouted out his peoples, he shouted out his moms, he shouted out his pops, he shouted out everybody around him, but you're asking how come he didn't shout out his wife, his ex-wife?
His ex-wife. I'm asking, am I tripping? Did Lala deserve a thank you or something, an acknowledgement of some sort in that Hall of Fame speech because of the role she played in his life and career?
Okay. 800-585-1051. Let's discuss. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. Let's get to the latest with Loren.
Loren becoming a straight fact.
She gets them from somebody that knows somebody.
She gets the details.
I'm the homegirl that knows a little bit about everything.
She be having the latest on you.
The latest with Loren LoRosa.
Sometimes she have facts, sometimes she have details, sometimes she have a little bit of everything.
Well, it's the latest.
On The Breakfast Club.
Talk to me.
LL Cool
Loren!
Hello.
Loren!
This girl is retarded.
Yo, Loren.
She's on
oh my goodness.
She has no idea that we on the air right now. She got her head down.
Oh my goodness.
Somebody text her, man.
Loren.
Hello.
Loren. Yes, we're live.
You know we live on the radio.
We're live.
What an embarrassment you are to
We're
DSU
live.
Radio.
Shut up.
What an embarrassment you are to DSU Radio.
Jesus Christ.
As you broadcast from your alma mater, not even paying attention.
Hold on. What's your alma mater, Charlamagne? You got one?
What does that
Where
mean?
you graduate from?
Wait a minute. I have an honorary degree from South Carolina State University.
Baby, don't talk to me about honorary unless you walked campus for 4 years, completed credits, did classes, took tests. Wow. I don't want to hear nothing about that. So leave me alone. I was over here prepping for my segment because Delaware State University has taught me to be well prepared as I put my mark on the world. Do you have something to say?
I gave you a job. A couple of them.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
We appreciate the honoraries.
Yes, I'm for sure.
Did the intro already too?
Yes,
we're live. Okay, sorry.
Why did we give her a job?
Okay.
I don't know.
No, listen, I was calling over to Jamaica. Okay.
Jamaica? What? Come on, reset. Let's go. All right, go, Loren, go.
So I did call over to Jamaica. There's a story that's going viral right now. St. Andrew's High School for Girls over in Jamaica is a school that has posted online that the girls coming into their school are not allowed to wear their edges laid. So the post says, "Reminder students, please be advised that the wearing of edges is now officially banned on campus. Remember, curtains belong in the house, not on foreheads."
Damn.
With the sweating emoji.
Now, what's the science behind this, Loren? Like, what is the reason why? Like, what's the reason?
Does it block your knowledge as it come in? The curtains blocks your brain? Like, what's the problem?
Okay, well, they say that they want to keep they want their girls to keep their looks neat and school ready. Now, when I called over,
don't look neat. Not yours, other people's.
I know you're not talking about mine. Maybe they felt like the girls were overdoing it a bit. I don't know, but when I called over, they told me I had to talk to the principal, but the principal was preparing for a presentation right now. Wouldn't get on the phone with me. The only thing I did find out was
I can't believe you even called Jamaica this time in the morning. But go ahead.
It's school. It's the morning. They're starting school.
But now when you put it like that, I guess they want everything to be uniform, just like in some schools. Boys can't have facial hair. They can't have mustaches. They can't have any type of facial hair. It's not allowed. I guess it's kind of like that.
In high school? I don't blame you for that. Now, what the hell you got all that facial hair for in high school?
You're not allowed to have a mustache in some schools.
And that's St. Andrew's High, right? That's the name of the high school?
Yes, it is called. Yeah, it's St. Andrew's High School for Girls. That is the name of the school.
Salute to Nicole. Salute to Nicole White. It's a good friend of ours. That's her alma mater.
Okay.
I just found out because I saw a comment she left in Shade Room.
No.
What they told me though was that, because I asked, well, what happens if the girls lay their edges and come to school despite your posting? They said that detention is the result.
That's messed up. Okay. Now I do think some people take too much time creating edges. Like some of y'all so busy detangling that last strand of baby hair with a fine tooth comb, looking like an old bald white man, with a comb over, stretching that last strand like Reed Richards to make it seem like you got more edges than you got. Now that could be a distraction.
Yeah, but I guess it's a private school type of thing, and they want everything to be uniform. Like I said, I remember when Logan played football in high school, they could not have a mustache or facial hair. You had to shave it off. And I know sometimes but
that ain't edges though. Edges is a part of your hair. Like that's what is a woman supposed to do if she ain't? What is it not if you ain't got no edges? Like
slick back, I guess. Like ask Lauren. What do you do with no edges, Lauren?
Now hold on.
You can slick them back. Like you don't have to. They don't have to slick down. You can slick them back. It's up to you. But I don't know. I never understand stuff like this because I feel like that should be a personal choice of how you want to wear your hair. Like I don't understand how it interrupts the learning process. But maybe there's something more that goes into it too, because some schools do uniforms.
Yes.
Because they want to stop one student from maybe there's like a bullying thing happening, or we don't know. I did try to get the answer to that, but they're preparing for a presentation. So shout out to their school and getting their students ready. They said back to school is happening. They got other things to focus on.
Lauren just brought up a good point because what about the bullying? Because I don't know if that happens in high school, but there are a lot of women who don't have edges simply because they can't grow any. Like they have receding hairlines.
You mean people bullying on you because you couldn't grow hair?
That is not what I meant.
That's what I took.
So what did you talk about? What you mean when you say bullying?
I meant because like different girls lay their edges different ways, and sometimes the edges can be a little overdone. Where like you laying now you parting like
sometimes.
Hair from back here, you laying it the wrong way. That's what I was maybe thinking. But again, I'm speculating here because I didn't get an answer to the question.
Well, I was thinking about the people who the young ladies who don't have no edges, like their forehead is a full court with no out of bounds lines. Like that's who I'm thinking about in this moment.
Yeah, sometimes it looks stupid. Like sometimes when the edges come down to your cheek and all that, it just looks crazy.
Yeah, man. But then I can see when you ain't got no edges and you get bullied for it. You know what I'm saying? Like you calling yourself a queen, but your crown keeps slipping because they ain't got no grip.
You stupid. But is it more understandable? Let me ask you, Lauren, since you are a woman. Is it more understandable if they're trying to keep things uniform, right? Like I said, like even with skirt size, they say skirt size have to be this size, socks have to be to this length. Like there's certain things.
Charlamagne laughing at.
Why you worry about when I'm laughing? Stop. Why you won't never let Unc enjoy yourself?
Because ain't nothing in Envy's question funny.
Just answer. Don't listen to him. Go ahead.
I don't think there's anything with you trying to keep things uniform, but I'm always going to ask questions when anybody is trying to police a physical appearance of a person, especially a woman in her hair. Like I just my first question, why would do the edges do? Like what does that? My niece loves the lay edges. I be telling her she kind of got to relax a little bit, but that's the thing that the girls are doing. So,
but people are saying that if you're not from Jamaica, you wouldn't understand because their schools are very traditional and they have a lot of different rules. So
But I wonder how that is because and sometimes in certain schools you weren't allowed to have dreads. You remember that dreads were banned and you couldn't have dreads, and they changed that a couple of years ago. So
I just feel like you're putting too much pressure on these young ladies to have to care about something else that. You really shouldn't have to think about it.
Right.
Other than once you do your hair, come to school. Like, is your hair stopping you from learning? Is it distracting other kids? Like, who cares whether you have edges or don't have edges? Okay?
All right.
I just know we couldn't do that up here. Huh?
Ivy, hold on. What would you do if they started banning color spray at iHeart?
Wow. Damn. Lauren's shooting this one. Drop on the clues bomb for Loren LoRosa. Damn. I'm not gonna lie, and it do look stupid. I mean, it's been looking stupid all week.
Charlamagne, listen, your barber pulls up on campus a lot. If your barber couldn't pull up and save the eraser of that.
Well, see, the difference is I don't try to. I like having a baldy. Envy just be.
I got hair.
No, you don't. You got a line that somebody drew on.
I got hair. Was it for excellence? Because this school is making sure that this is their level of excellence that they want for their young women. Was your baldy by choice, or that was your choice of excellence?
Well, I don't have no edges, so I decided to go bald.
All right, guys.
Envy ain't got no edges, but he decided to let somebody draw a line on.
I do have my edges.
The etch a sketch a line on his forehead.
I do have my edges, but thank you very much. That is the latest with Lauren.
You know we can see you, right? That's the crazy thing about life. It's like we see him.
Look. But anyway. We got the People's Choice mix up next. Lauren is broadcasting from 14th grade, Delaware State University.
Wow, that is disrespectful. Now you got beef with the whole HBCU.
Yeah, he's just mad that
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Now, Loren LoRosa, she's out at Delaware State University, her alma mater.
Yes,
you want to shout some people out there?
Yeah, so shout out to Delaware State University. I'll be speaking at the convocation today, welcoming in the new student body. And I'm here at the Mass Comm department at the DESU radio station, which is crazy because I don't remember the last time I was here, but it did not look like this. So they've begun changing things. And, Miss Ava Perrine is in here with me. She was the first class I ever had in college. And then one of the engineers for the radio station is in here with me as well, too. He wanted to say hello.
So let me ask you a question. You say you don't know the last time you've been there, Lauren. Why haven't you been there?
I haven't been in the radio station. I've been on campus. I was just here not too long ago. I come back here all the time, but I haven't been in the radio station in a while.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, what they gonna do about that towel, man?
Yo, shut up.
Y'all need some better signage.
Can we speak to them?
You said you was going. You said you was going. You want to come over here too so they can see you?
Yeah, I can.
Okay, come over here. You said y'all was going to donate. Y'all been had the job.
I can't do nothing for DSU radio. Before I do it for South Carolina State.
Look at your step and repeat. We got you.
You have money. You got an endowment fund at South Carolina State, right?
That's right. And they gonna keep.
Hey, what's up, brother? How you feeling?
Tell them your name.
Good morning, everyone in the Breakfast Club. My name is Kamari Shields, a.k.a. The Total Package. That might be the first time you hear this name, I promise. It won't be the last. Okay. I serve as the station manager here at DSU Radio. We just want to say thank you, Lauren, for stopping by and using our facilities. Welcome home.
Thank you. They've been here with me. Y'all been here since 4:30 in the morning, right?
Yes, I have.
Getting everything ready. I appreciate y'all.
His radio name is The Total Package?
Total Package.
Yes, sir.
Okay, salute to you, man. You keep doing what you're doing. What do you ultimately want to do, young brother?
Ultimately, I wanted to get into voiceover. It's been one of my biggest dreams. But honestly, being an on-air personality is honestly inspired by you, Charlamagne, because I've been watching you ever since you were on Guy Code and watching how you always give back to the community. So you're one of my big inspirations.
Oh, man, I appreciate that, my brother. And I'm going to tell you something. The voiceover world is a very dope world to be in. And it's interesting to hear you say that as a young person because a lot of young people don't realize how much money you can make being a voiceover guy. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Like you can make a lot of money being a voiceover person.
right.
Like you ever listen to like radio stations or certain commercial voices? Like you know who probably making a lot of money right now? That dude that go Tom.
From Philly.
Yeah, that Philly. He's from Philly. I can't remember his name.
What's his name? He did a couple of commercials for me.
Top Dog. Like I know he do the top. Lucky.
He make a lot of money.
Like Lucky.
He makes bank, and he has his own like recording studio and everything, and he always makes it off the dome. And I'm like, that is straight money
Lucky's
I want to
dope.
make one day.
And that can be you, Total Package. Great. Stay in that lane, brother.
Good luck, brother.
Thank you both.
All right, man.
Any way we can help you, we will. We're not like Loren.
That's right.
He asked for the sign in here and some other things.
Yeah, no, Miss Perrine was definitely hot with you, Charlamagne. You talking about our sign here?
I'm
like,
gonna get.
Station.
I don't discuss problems without creating solutions. So we gonna fix that. We gonna fix that. We gonna
hold you to it.
I got you. We gonna fix that.
You ain't met him in person. He little. It's not a lot to hold to.
Oh,
but
my goodness. All right.
He got money, though.
I'm definitely going to do it. And I'm going to do it just to spite Loren because I want her to walk into her college campus radio station all the time and have to think of me.
Wow.
How she can't escape Unc. She can't escape Unc no matter where she goes. It's going to pain her to hear people on campus say, damn, man, Unc got us a nice sign, Loren. Now the pressure's on you to do something, Loren.
Loren is here, and Loren is doing everything she can do all the time.
For the radio anyway.
Mm-hmm.
What'd you say, Total Package?
She gonna be coming back soon enough so we can do an interview with her for here on the radio anyway.
Oh, dope. That's dope.
It's time to get up out of here. Now, send all our love to everybody in Delaware State University. Loren, I know we joke a lot, but you know we support the HBCUs. While you're down there, bring me back a helmet so I can have a helmet up here in the station.
Now, you know goddamn well if she bring a helmet up here, that's going to be one helmet short that the team's going to have. You know they need all the helmets there.
Right.
You know they need all the helmets there.
Okay, you're right. All right.
They can't do that to Delaware State. And we won our first game not too long ago. Shout out to Deshaun Jackson and the team.
Congratulations.
Dope.
But I'm serious. I want a helmet so I can put helmets up there. I've been trying to collect a bunch of HBCU helmets and put them up here in the studio. All right.
I'm frozen right now, but got you.
All right, you got a positive note?
I do have a positive note. It comes from the great Maya Angelou, man. First of all, I want to tell people, too, please keep in mind, October 11th, I'm doing my 5th annual Mental Wealth Expo in Newark, New Jersey, okay? It's going to be at the Joel and Diane Bloom Wellness and Event Center at the New Jersey Institute of Technology, Saturday, October 11th from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. It is in honor of World Mental Health Day. It is a day of mental health education and healing, and it is a free event. I would not even want to do this event if I couldn't do it for free. So go to mentalwealthexpo.com, register to attend. You don't have to register, but it is recommended. But we'll see y'all Saturday, October 11th from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. Joel and Diane Bloom Wellness and Event Center, New Jersey Institute of Technology in Newark, New Jersey, my 5th annual Mental Wealth Expo. Now, the positive note comes from Maya Angelou. She said, if you don't like something, change it. If you can't change it, change your attitude about it. Have a blessed day.
Breakfast Club, bitches!
Y'all finished or y'all done?